Test. Audio test. Level. 99, 98, 97. Test. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 99, 98, 97. Audio test. And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to Ventura College Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network tonight. From Long Beach, the Pirates travel to take on the Vikings of Long Beach City College in a game of considerable import. Let's take a quick look at the standings in the National Division, Northern Division. At the top, you see Long Beach with a record of 4-0 in conference, but Canyons and Ventura come in tonight, each with a record of 3-1. It is quite possible that at the end of tonight, we could have a three-way tie atop the Northern Division. At 4-1, Ventura would need to win here tonight at Long Beach. Canyons takes on Bakersfield at Bakersfield. If that scenario plays out, I wish I could tell you which team was going to win the North. I don't know. It's a complicated system that they have developed to break ties. That announcement will be made tomorrow should that event take place. One scenario where Ventura would win the North is if they win tonight against Long Beach and Bakersfield pulls the upset over College of the Canyons. We'll try to keep an eye on the Bakersfield Canyons games. I know both Vikings and Pirates fans are very interested in the result of that contest. A lot still up in the air. A spot in the playoffs certainly on the line here. If the Vikings win, they're in. So they have the simplest scenario, the Pirates and the Cougars of College of the Canyons. They need a little bit of help. We'll get more into that, of course, as the game goes on. We're just a few minutes away from the opening kick. It's the Pirates and the Vikings from Long Beach on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The Pirates have won the toss. They will defer and get the ball first to start the second half, so the Vikings will start out on offense. Long Beach City College returned to the Northern Division last year after a stint in the Central Division over the last several years under head coach Brett Peabody. And in that time frame, the Vikings had considerable success. very strong seasons from 2015 to 2017, but competing with the likes of Mount San Antonio College and Riverside, the Vikings were never able to secure a Central Division championship, though they did make the playoffs one year and the postseason all 3 years. Last year, it was a return to the North and a down season for Long Beach City College that saw them emerge with a record of 4-6 and miss the postseason for the first time in a number of years under Brett Peabody. But this year, they have returned to the forefront and are one win away potentially from a playoff game, which would take place here next Saturday night. The Pirates trying to upset those plans and return to the postseason themselves. And they need a victory here tonight to start. And then it'll come down to a tie-break scenario. We shall see how that unfolds. Kickoff taken at the 3-yard line, out to the 20-25-30. And a solid return, still on his feet. Good return for the Vikings, out past the 40-yard line to the 43. That is a 40-yard return. Woodard takes the return 40 yards. Neither of these teams has particularly excelled in the kick return game. They're both near the bottom half of the SCFA, but interestingly, when we talked to Steve Mushagian this week, first thing that Steve Mushagian mentioned was if the Pirates want to come here and get this very tough road win, they need a big play on special teams. Well, they gave up a fairly big play to start, and good field position for the Vikings behind Derek West. Derek West, the give in the backfield, and the Pirate defense quickly swarming Callaway. And a loss on the play back to the 38. That's a loss of 4 yards on Talon Patton's first carry. Patton is coming off a monster game a week ago. 20 carries, 215 yards in the victory over College of the Canyons in Santa Clarita. So Patton in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the left behind quarterback Derek West. West from the pistol. Back to Patton over his left guard, and he twists forward for a gain of about 3. Callaway again aggressive from his safety spot. And let's talk about Travis Callaway. Fans of the Pirates may note that last week against East Los Angeles College, Callaway was kicked out of the game in the second half for targeting. All kinds of time for West. Now starts to scramble, throws it into coverage, and it's picked off. Williams with the interception. As Calvin Williams had great coverage on Woodard and picks that ball off. Let's see if we can take a quick look here. You'll see the tail end. West initially had all kinds of time to throw, and then Williams just wins the battle for the ball. And the first turnover of the night belongs to the Pirates, who will take over at their own 47-yard line. That'll bring on Dino Maldonado. We'll get back to Callaway in a moment. Let's get one more look here. Let's take you back to live action. And a quick toss on the near side, and the pass complete to Lancelotti, or rather to Terrell Vaughn. Minimal gain on the play. In fact, no gain on Vaughn's first catch of the night. So Callaway kicked out of the game for targeting. Now that's a potentially huge call because Callaway would be forced to miss some time immediately for being kicked out of a game. But upon another look at the play, Steve Mushagian and the Pirate staff appealed the decision, and it was overturned. So Callaway available completely tonight, and he gets to start with a couple of tackles. Meanwhile, another short completion and a 2-yard gain, and it's 2nd down and 8. Welch with the stop. 3rd down and a short 8 for the Pirates from the 49-yard line. This Vikings defense, very solid, very talented. They come on the blitz. Good protection. Maldonado completes. 1st down and more for the Pirates. Inside the 30 and finally brought down at the 29-yard line. Vaughn with another catch as they move him around. First it was on the left side, and there an acrobatic catch as he's inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3rd down conversion for the Pirates, and they have it at the Vikings 29. Brett Peabody, talking about this defense, said this is perhaps the most talented defense he's ever coached. Quite the compliment. First flag of the night. And it comes before the snap, so we'll see if the Pirates back themselves up here. Just underway. Long Beach and Ventura from Veterans Stadium on the campus of Long Beach City College. And it is a false start against the Pirates. That'll make it 1st and 15 from the Long Beach 34-yard line. Pirates in their road whites. Long Beach in the home red jerseys. The Vikings trying to bring home a Northern Division Championship. A victory tonight would do it. Some movement up front again, but no flags. Maldonado steps up into the pocket, hit as he throws, and the pass incomplete. That was David Moraga, the intended target. Moraga, a very talented tight end for the Pirates, but he's played in just 5 games this season as he has battled injury throughout. 2nd down and 15. Did have a couple of touchdowns early in the season, did Moraga. Vargas with his first carry, and he will gain perhaps 2 down to the 32-yard line. The kicking game has been a strength for the Pirates this season. Arroyo, 14 of 19 on the season. The 14 made field goals is the most in the SCFA. Arroyo has range out to this range here of about 49 yards. That's what this field goal would be. And he's got enough leg to make it from here, but the Pirates would like to get a little bit closer. 3rd down and 13 for the Pirates, who come in converting 43% on 3rd down on the season. The Vikings, as you might expect, have been excellent defensively on 3rd down. Maldonado under pressure, finds Vaughn. Vaughn with a move at the 25. He's at the 15. Tries to spin out of another tackle, and he's hit and dropped at the 11. But that is a 21-yard pickup for Terrell Vaughn. Back-to-back 3rd down receptions for Terrell Vaughn. And the Pirates have something going on this opening drive after the Williams interception. That's 21 yards. And they have it at the 11. We'll take you back to live action. Maldonado on a designed roll, under pressure, and he just throws that one away. So 2nd down and 10. He was looking for Moraga once again. Pirates come to the line. Vargas in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the right. Maldonado looking left through the hands of Farrell. And the Pirates face another 3rd and long. They've already converted a couple of long 3rd downs on this opening drive, and they'll need to do it again. It's quite an achievement when you consider that the Vikings are allowing opposing offenses to convert just 29% on 3rd down, and the Pirates have done it twice from better than 10 yards. Again, they overload the right side. Maldonado against the blitz. Good protection. Lofts looking for Farrell. Some contact. No call. And 4th down upcoming. As Maldonado tried to go back to Farrell, working against Malik Welch. And that'll bring on Arroyo. Alberto Arroyo trying to convert his 15th field goal on the season and give the Pirates the early lead. Good snap placement down. Arroyo's kick is up and good. Pirates grab the 3-0 lead on the interception by Calvin Williams. 10:25 to go in the opening quarter. Ventura with the 3-0 lead. You're watching Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Woodard and Bowens back deep, and it's Woodard from the 1. Out to the 15. Good hold for Woodard again. He's out to the 40-yard line, and he is dragged down near the 45. The ball is loose. Let's wait and see what the call is. Are they going to say that Woodard was already down by contact, and he was at the 46-yard line? That is a return of 45 yards. That is the second consecutive long return for the Vikings, and again, they have very good field position out near midfield. We do have a flag down on the play back at the 18-yard line, so much of this good field position will be taken away as the flag is against Long Beach, an illegal block, and they will mark it off from the 18-yard line. So this is going to be a massive penalty. It was, speaking of massive, quite the hole for Woodard, so you suspect that perhaps that had something to do with all the running room. Nonetheless, the Vikings will take over with very poor field position at their own 9-yard line. Their second drive west was intercepted by Calvin Williams on the first drive. Patton in the backfield. They try Patton again, and he is hit behind the line, swarmed under at the 5-yard line. They'll give him the 6. Praise Villamou along with Corey Owens getting into the backfield. The Pirates have come out inspired defensively after a shaky second half against East Los Angeles College. It saw them allow the Huskies to get back in the game in a 3-point win last week at home. 45-42 was the margin of victory for the Pirates in a game that for much of that game wasn't that close, but the Huskies had a way of hanging around. Patton tripped up. Again, the ball comes out. Brought down after a gain of perhaps a yard. That was a terrific job in the open field by Callaway, tripping up Patton for no gain, and it's 3rd and 13 for the Vikings, who are having some struggles early moving the football. 4-man rush for the Pirates. West under pressure, starting to scramble, able to run out of a tackle. He's at the 15, up near the 20, and he slides down very close to the first down marker. It appears that he's got enough. Dedrick Holmes coming up quickly, but West does a good job scrambling for 13 yards on a 3rd and 12. The Vikings are also very good against opposing defenses on 3rd down, 36% conversion rate on the season. Straight drop for West, who has all kinds of time, throws on the run, completes out to the 35, make it the 36-yard line. Believe that was Leitz with the reception. Yeah, that is Leitz's first catch. Leitz also coming off a monster game a week ago in the victory over College of the Canyons. 7 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for Leitz in the very mild upset in Santa Clarita. Patton able to shed some tackles in the backfield. He's got another first down out near midfield. Callaway finally able to wrap him up. Talon Patton out to the 48-yard line. Excuse me, let's quickly check that. That was Jonathan Watson. And Watson running for 12 yards is not necessarily news when you consider that on the season, Watson in 21 carries is averaging 9.9 yards a carry. Just 21 carries for Watson, who has battled some injuries as well. But he is an explosive playmaker. He gets the call here through another good hole. He's into Pirate territory at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of about 6. So after a couple of quick carries, Watson will check out. Callaway with another stop. And Callaway had just 3 tackles a week ago, but he missed most of the second half. He was ejected early in the 3rd quarter. They try to set up the screen, and they do. Terrific catch, and picking his way for a large gain. It's inside the 25, down to the 23. Talon Patton. We'll take a look at this one again as you see Patton tail end there, and a lot of white jerseys in the area. But Patton able to find some room And now shedding tackles once again. He's inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Well, the Vikings just moments ago were really struggling, and now they seem to have found a groove. 2nd and 4. They fake to Patton. It's West on the keeper inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of about 10 yards. The Vikings continue to pick up chunk yardage on this drive that started back at their own 9-yard line. West has 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. That's far and away the team lead. So he is a danger to keep the ball himself here in the red zone. Flanked by Patton. Patton over his left guard, tripped up after a gain of 4. Second down and 4. Or I should say 2nd and goal from the 3. Read option, West trying to get the corner, and he does. Derek West, 3-yard touchdown run, number 7 of the season. We will watch the replay here, and just a little read option. They fake to Patton. And West with enough speed to circle outside and get in and give the Vikings a 6-3 lead. 91 yards on that drive. And Derek West finishes it off with the 3-yard touchdown run. That is a great response by the Vikings after the Pirates came out, forced the turnover, and took the quick lead. High snap, but they get it down. Flores with the kick, and it's up and good. 5:54 to go in the first period. Vikings back out in front, 7-3. It's Long Beach City College and Ventura on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Atkins and Reeves wait deep for the kick. Pirates trail it by 4 as the Vikings faced a 3rd and long on the opening series of that possession from their own 7-yard line. West with a 13-yard scramble on a 3rd and 12. Keeps that drive alive. Big return for the Pirates. One man to beat. Near midfield and caught from behind. Reeves sets up the Pirates with outstanding field position. And it looked like Flores did just enough to slow up Reeves, who already has a kick return for a touchdown. As you see, he finds a little lane there and just gets a hand. And that may have kept the touchdown off the board, but Reeves, with a return of 55 yards, takes it to the Vikings' 44-yard line. You know, Chris Reeves has been a playmaker this season. And he makes a big play on special teams, and you go back to the conversation with Steve Mushagian talking about how they need a big play on special teams. Meanwhile, a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of the play will give the Pirates more than excellent field position now at the Viking 29-yard line to start this drive with 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Vargas with Maldonado, 3 wide receivers to the right. They set up the quick bubble screen at the 25. Vaughn looking for a block, breaks a tackle at the 20. Vaughn still on his feet and finally brought down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. Watch Vaughn with the run after the catch here. Talk to Mushagian, Steve Mushagian, about Terrell Vaughn and the use of Terrell Vaughn more in the short passing game. Meanwhile, Vargas looking for a hole. He's got it. He's got the touchdown. 2 plays, 29 yards, and the Pirates answer back on a 7-yard touchdown run by Jaden Vargas. Let's see if we can show you one more time the Vaughn play that set it up, and then hoping I had the apologies, didn't get the touchdown run by Vargas. Of course, all games are archived on YouTube, so the play will live on YouTube, where you can find all SoCal College sports games on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube, and this game there as well. So the short drive for the Pirates, but a quick 6 and a 10-7 lead will keep it here as the Vikings will look to get it back. 4 early catches for Terrell Vaughn. He's off to another fast start. Came in tied for the lead in the SCFA with 12 touchdowns receiving this season. Also well up amongst the leaders in receptions and yards as well. He has been nothing short of dynamite for the Pirates this season from his wide receiver spot. Bouncing kick taken at the 10. Out to the 20. Bowens with his first return. Stiff arms a man at the 25, and he's out of bounds at the 30. So Zion Bowens with a 20-yard return, and the Vikings will start from their own 30-yard line. 5:07 still to go in the first quarter. Getting back to the point about Terrell Vaughn, a lot of short passes lately. Pirate fans who have watched the team all year will know that Vaughn has been used more and more in quick screen passes, very short passes. Asked Steve Mushagian about that, and he made the point that they have a lot of confidence in Terrell Vaughn's ability to make plays happen after he catches the football. They know that he can make big plays vertically in the passing game as well, but you give a short pass to Terrell Vaughn, he's the type of player that can turn that into a 20-yard gain, 30-yard gain more, that kind of thing, and that's what we just saw on the last drive. About a 5-yard pass to Vaughn that turned into a 23-yard gain that set up ultimately the touchdown run by Jaden Vargas. 5-yard run on first down brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings. West leading the Viking offense back out with receivers left and right. Hard count from West. Has the snap, quick slant, complete at the 40, and a big hit. 43-yard line, 8 yards for Zach Leitz, and a first down for the Vikings. Well, the Vikings a little shaky on their first couple of series, but now they seem to be in a rhythm. 2nd catch tonight for Leitz. Meanwhile, there was an offsides call on Calvin Williams, but that play will be that penalty, I should say, will be declined. And the Vikings will take the play. And they have it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of Long Beach. Late in the first quarter. West from the pistol. Patton looking for a seam, and he has stood up after a gain of a couple of yards. Pirates again flying to the football. Praise Villamou. And Moyer among the first to get there. Brett Moyer, part of that very talented Pirate defensive line. Not the kind of defensive line that's going to show up with a lot of big plays, a lot of sacks, a lot of gaudy numbers, but able to consistently pressure the quarterback, and that's so important for the Pirates defensively. Patton straight ahead again, out to the 49 as he pushes the pile for a gain of about 4. 3rd down and 4 coming up, and this is a big 3rd down. The Pirates managed to grab the lead back after the big return and the Vargas touchdown run. They would love to get off the field and give their offense another chance to perhaps extend on the lead. Nunnery with the stop on Patton on the last carry. 3rd down and 4. from the Viking 49. Empty backfield for Derek West. Pirates showing blitz. Here they come. West under pressure, on the run, looking downfield. Now just has to throw it out of bounds. That's a great job by the Pirates, dialing up the blitz. They get the pressure on Derek West, and they get the incompletion. And that'll bring on the Viking punting unit with 2:56 remaining in the first quarter. Jacob Lemieux averaging a little over 32 yards a kick this season. Dustin Sanchez waiting for the Pirates at his own 15-yard line. Sanchez very sure-handed, a little over 6 yards per return on the season. Good kick from Lemieux. Taken at the 6-yard line. And Sanchez ridden out of bounds after a short return. We'll see where they spot this. They're going to spot it at the 10. That's a 4-yard return after a 45-yard kick by Lemieux. So a nice job by Lemieux as he equals his season long with a 45-yard punt. And it comes at a good time, and now it's the Pirates who will face a long field. 1st and 10 with 2:47 to go in the opening quarter. Each team with a touchdown run. West for the Vikings, Vargas for the Pirates. Pirates keep it on the ground on 1st down, and a gain of about 2. As Vargas tries the left side, where Shane Irwin was waiting. Irwin, Gomez, Obishiri, and DeAnthony Jones front four for the Vikings. Jones is listed as a linebacker, but as Vargas finds good running room on the left side out to the 23-yard line, good enough for a 1st down, an 11-yard run for Jaden Vargas. Started to say that Jones listed technically as a linebacker, but a pass rusher of the first order for the Vikings. 9 sacks on the season, 5 over the last 2 weeks for DeAnthony Jones, and they certainly have to be aware of where Jones is at all times. Do the Pirates. Blitz coming on 1st and 10, good protection. Maldonado airs it out, but the coverage is good, and the interception for the Vikings, Dallas Branch. Well, I understand the desire to make something happen offensively, good protection, but maybe a football that shouldn't have been thrown. Maldonado takes a shot down the field, and Branch is the one who has a shot at that football, and he makes the interception. So each team with a turnover now in this first quarter as Branch picks off the pass from Maldonado. Maldonado with just his 2nd interception on the season. Functions as something of a punt. The Vikings will have it at their own 37. Jet sweep to the far side and a modest gain. They try to get Bowens involved in the running game. Bowens run out of bounds after a gain of a yard. That play well diagnosed by the Pirate defense. 2nd down and 9. Branch, meanwhile, with his 5th interception on the season to lead the Vikings. 4 wide receivers on 2nd and 9. West with a straight drop. Guns it on the far side. Incomplete. Looked like he wanted to go back to Bowens. Excuse me, that was Dominic Wingfield. Let me get that right. On the far side. Looked like Wingfield had a little bit of separation, but West couldn't find the target, and now it's 3rd and 9 for the Vikings, and the Pirates with a chance to get a quick 3 and out. 4-man rush. West with a straight drop. Rolling to his left. Got to tuck it and try and run. He's going to get just a couple of yards before he is hit out of bounds. And the Pirate defense with a big response after the turnover. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. West picked up no yardage on that play. So here comes Lemieux. Low snap, but Lemieux's got it. Low line drive kick. Takes a Viking bounce inside the 20. They'll down it at the 18-yard line. That's a kick of 44 yards. And the Pirates will once again start from deep in their own territory, this time at their own 18-yard line with 37 seconds remaining in the opening period. Well, if you're the Pirates and you're trying to go on the road here and get a tough win, this is a pretty good start. Late in the first quarter, 3-point lead and the ball, as Maldonado brings the Pirate offense back out. Again, for those who might just be joining us, Long Beach City College with a 4-0 record in conference play. If they can win tonight, they are the Northern Division champions in 2019. Vargas with a little stutter step in the backfield. Now finds a lane on the right side. He is brought down near the first down marker at the 27-yard line. It'll come down to the spot. Looks like he's about a yard shy. Brought down by Taj White. 9-yard run for Vargas brings up 2nd and 1. And the Pirates going to let the clock run out here in the opening quarter. Through 1, Ventura. On top of Long Beach 10-7, it's Ventura College football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Start of the second quarter. The Pirates back on, facing a 2nd and 1 at their 27-yard line. Ewan on it, quarterback, quick out to Farrell, who's got it at the 40. And Farrell forced out of bounds by Welch after a gain of 13 yards. So they'll spot it at the 41, giving Farrell 14 yards and a Pirate first down. And excuse me, I thought it was Ewan, but it is Maldonado remaining in the game at quarterback for the Pirates as they keep it on the ground on 1st and 10. Vargas picks up about 2 to the 43. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Seen a lot of Maldonado and Ewan all season long, really splitting time, but over the last couple of weeks, it's Maldonado who has seen more and more of the action, and Steve Mushagan going to stay with him into the second quarter. They screen it out to Vaughn. Vaughn picks his way forward, finds good running room into Viking territory at the 43-yard line. The Terrell Vaughn show continues. Another catch for Vaughn, and good blocking out front for Vaughn as well. Finds his way through a crowded Viking defensive backfield and is able to pick up 15 yards. 3 wide receivers to the right for Maldonado. Fumbles the snap. Vargas diving in there. No signal yet. Looked like Vargas had the first shot, but he didn't get it. The Vikings have the turnover. And let's see if we can take a look at this one here. Trouble right away. And you see, I couldn't tell if Maldonado maybe just looked away as that ball was snapped. It was a little bit high, and then Vargas had a shot. but it's the Vikings forcing their second turnover tonight. They get it back. The Pirates had been on the move, but now it's the Vikings who take over with very good field position at their own 46-yard line. First down carry and a gain of about 3, and flags coming in from both directions. And it's Dasani Freeman with a face mask penalty that's going to tack on 15 yards. And that's a big penalty. You get the sense this is a critical juncture for the Pirates. They had things going their way, a 3-point lead. They were moving the football in Viking territory. Then a miscue. They turn it over, and now a penalty, and all of a sudden it's the Vikings in Pirate territory looking to perhaps take the lead. Gain of a yard on first down for the Vikings. Pirates have been good against the run so far. Second down and 9 as they limit Watson to a yard. Talon Patton returns in the backfield, pistol formation for the Vikings on second and 9. West has time on the play clock, down to 10 seconds. Moves Patton to his right. Has the snap, straight drop, stepping up in the pocket, airs it out, looking into the end zone, incomplete. And we do have a flag down on the play. The pass was intended for Bowens, but a holding call against Ventura. An automatic first down moves the football to the Pirate 25-yard line. 2 penalties on the Pirates on this drive, and they haven't hurt themselves with penalties much at all tonight. This is the first time the penalties have really reared their head. Read option, West under pressure, hit as he throws, just overshoots Leitz. Boy, he had Leitz open in the end zone. And I want to say that it was Freeman putting the pressure on West as he threw, and that might have saved the Pirates from a touchdown. Second down and 10. West again content to let the play clock run down to 7 seconds. Has the snap. Fakes to Patton. They set up the screen, and this one going nowhere. A gain of perhaps a yard. Bowens with the catch, but minimal gain. In fact, they're going to say no gain for Bowens. Third down and 10 for the Vikings as we wind under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Snap to West, good protection, guns the far side, leaping attempt in the pass, incomplete. He was looking for Leitz on the out, working against Dom Brown over on the far side. The incompletion brings up 4th and 10, and here comes Flores for a field goal attempt of 42 yards. Alfredo Flores just 4 of 5 on the season with a long of 40 yards. So he's been accurate, but this would be his long of the season. Snap, placement down, low line drive, kick, no good. Flores misses left. The Pirate defense stands, and the 3-point lead for Ventura stands. 11:50 to go in the second quarter. Well, the Pirate defense, as I mentioned earlier, Kind of a shaky performance in that second half against East Los Angeles College after they were very good in the first half, staking the Pirates to a 17-point lead at the break in that one. But 35 points on the board. And one of those touchdowns was a defensive touchdown, but the Pirate defense worn down a little bit by the Huskies and started to give up points in bunches in that second half, but they have come out very sharp here early on. Maldonado with the flip, big gain for the Pirates into Viking territory at the 35-30, down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, finally taken down at the 6. This is a great decision by Maldonado. It was Vargas out of the backfield. Maldonado thought about a run, but then able to just pull up and find Vargas, who had leaked out, and he found open field all the way down to the 6-yard line. Again, the Pirates wasting no time. They keep it on the ground on first down. A gain of perhaps a yard. So Wick, replacing Vargas, gets the carry and picks up about a yard. Second down and goal for the Pirates. Maldonado finding Vargas. 62 yards on that completion. And the Pirates with a chance to extend on the 3-point lead. Clock continues to move down to 6 seconds on the play clock. Wick still in the game. They send Vaughn in motion. And now the play clock runs out, but let's see what the call is. Was that delay of game, Art? All right, that is not the penalty you want to commit in that situation. It's hard to believe it was delay of game. The play clock is literally right in Dino Maldonado's face. I don't think there's any way he doesn't know. They back him up 5 yards to the 10, where it's 2nd and goal. Vargas has returned on the counter, dragged down at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. 3rd and goal coming up from the 10-yard line. That's a great response by that Viking front four. Obashiri brings down Vargas for no gain and a 3rd and goal. Keep an eye on Terrell Vaughn. He's in the slot on the right side. Quick snap. Rolling right, Maldonado under pressure from Jones, and he is hit and brought down back at the 24. Shane Irwin, a loss of 14. This is massive. Well, that was a rough series for Dino Maldonado after it was set up by such a great play to get them into the red zone in the first place. Jones has him in trouble, and Irwin staying after that play. And now the field goal attempt is 40 yards for Arroyo. Placement down Arroyo's kick long enough and good. Arroyo from 40. And of course, Pirate fans might have felt an eerie similarity to the College of the Canyons game, where the Pirates had the lead and had a 1st and goal from the 1 and ended up backing themselves up and then missing a field goal that was longer than it needed to be, given that situation. And College of the Canyons really responded. That was a big change in momentum. And the Cougars responded and pulled away late for the 10-point win. And, of course, Pirate fans might have had a similar feeling in the pit of their stomach as the Pirates, again, in control in a game, doing well, get themselves into the red zone, and then are backed up. A big play, a big loss, but Arroyo steps up and delivers. 40-yard field goal, and the Pirates now with a 13-7 lead. Woodard from the 6 at the 15. Looking for a lane at the 20. He is hit hard and brought down at the 21. That's a 15-yard return, and the Vikings will go to work with 8:59 remaining in the second quarter Still a one-score game at 13-7. But the Pirates, I think, have to feel pretty good that they got the 3 after they backed themselves up, and Arroyo was forced to put it through from 40 yards out. Entertaining first half here from Veterans Stadium at Long Beach City College, the Vikings and the Pirates with so much on the line. This game is going to go a long, long way toward determining one of the 4 playoff spots. Northern Division champion. Patton on the right side swallowed up a loss of a couple. Owens, Nunnery in on the stop. 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12. Again, to set the scenario, if the Vikings win tonight, they're in. They are one of your final 4 here in 2019. They would be the Northern Division champions. If the Pirates win, then it comes down to either a 2- or 3-way tie. If the Pirates win and College of the Canyons wins at Bakersfield, it's a 3-way tie atop the North, and we won't know until tomorrow how the tiebreakers shake out and who your Northern Division champion is. Patton with a run of 5 yards on 2nd and 12, 3rd and 7 coming up. Down to 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. If you're a Pirate fan, best case scenario is a win tonight against Long Beach City College and a Bakersfield win up in Bakersfield. And then, unless I'm wrong here, Art, it's the Pirates show. Tie with Long Beach, and they've got the head-to-head tiebreaker. And that's the best scenario for the Pirates to return to the playoffs. West, blitz coming, under pressure, scrambling, throws on the run and overshoots his target. He wanted Bowens on the crossing pattern. Vikings with a 3 and out. 4th down coming up and the punting unit coming on, and now the Pirates can think about extending on the 6-point lead. Sanchez waits at the Pirate 40-yard line, and Ventura should come out of this with pretty good field position. Lemieux back in punt formation, has it. Pressure coming, just gets it away. And we do have a flag down as Sanchez makes the fair catch at the 43-yard line, but a flag down. Let's see if we can catch the tail end here as they deliver the bad news for Pirate fans. And they went after this one, and man, oh man, I don't know how they didn't get it. But a lot of contact and not the hardest call you're ever going to see in the world for the officials. The Pirates get the bad news. The roughing the kicker penalty gives it back to the Vikings. And they'll move it to the 39-yard line of Long Beach. Still plenty of time remaining in the second quarter. A couple of big penalties on the Pirates here in this second quarter. And we'll see if this one hurts them. Watson back in the game. Straight ahead and a gain of about 3. Second down and 7. Freeman able to wrap him up. Well, the Vikings, one of the best rushing teams in the SCFA this season, right along with the Pirates. They're both top 10 in rushing yards. And Pirate defense against this running game of the Vikings. And I think the Pirate defense has gone a long way toward winning that battle so far. And the Pirates have the lead. West going to scramble over midfield, picks up a block at the 45, and now slides down at the 39. That's a 19-yard scramble for West. Come down to the spot. Haven't moved the chains yet. There might be a flag down on this play. I didn't see one. And the officials will huddle up. It was a 2nd and 7 back at the 42. So that run, should it count, would go for 19 yards. The elusiveness of West has been a storyline here in this first half, and this one is going to go against Ventura. So 19 yards on the board and then tack on 15 more on the personal foul. And that turns out to be a substantial game, 30 yards in penalties on this drive on Ventura. And that has helped this Viking offense along, and now they have it at the Pirate 24-yard line with a 1st and 10. West with Patton in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the top. Play action, quick slant. Leeds had his hands on it but can't come up with it. Anusium had the coverage. 2nd down and 10 as West unable to thread it into Zach Leeds. Leeds and Bowens each with 7 receiving touchdowns on the season, and Leeds was thinking about number 8 right there. But Anusium gets a hand in. Bunch formation on 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Patton in the pistol formation behind West. Patton straight ahead, pushing the pile. Good hard running for Talon Patton. Down to the 18-yard line, a 6-yard run. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 for the Vikings. Pirates allowing opponents to convert 37% on 3rd down on the season. This a 3rd and 4. Empty backfield for West. Pirates showing blitz, and West going to back off. Play clock at 8. Now you got to hurry. Down to 5 seconds. Pirates coming on the blitz. Good protection. West steps up, throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Bowens working against Calvin Williams. And Williams able to break it up. 4th down and 4 from the 28-yard line. Excuse me, from the 18-yard line. So Flores on to try a 35-yard field goal. This will be from straight away. Flores missed his last attempt from 42. Just 5 attempts on the season for Flores coming in. Good snap, placement down, kick away. And that one's good. 35-yard field goal for Alfredo Flores. And back to a 3-point game, 5:33 to go in the first half. Ventura on top of Long Beach. It's Ventura College Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Kick away, taken at the 14-yard line. Out past the 20, Reeves able to shed one tackler, but then he's wrapped up at the 27. A return of just 13 yards. And that's where the Pirates will start. 5:23 remaining in the first half. Good ball game here, a good ball game in Mission Viejo in our other game tonight on SoCal College Sports. Riverside and Saddleback, both undefeated on the season, a titanic matchup in the South Division. Both those teams will be advancing to the postseason. Just a question of where they play next week. So a lot on the line, though. You definitely want to play at home rather than having to travel. That's a big game as Vargas spins forward to the 32 for a gain of 5. Burke with the stop. Interestingly, it's Branch and Welch, the cornerbacks that are second and third on the Vikings in tackles coming into the game this season. So very active secondary, especially on the edges. And it shows how solid from top to bottom this Viking defense really is. Second down and 5. Maldonado gives to Vargas. Vargas running over tacklers. He's out past the 40 to the 41-yard line. Good hard running for Jaden Vargas. A gain of 9 yards. Gibson finally able to drag him down, but Vargas moves the chains. Pirates will overload the left side as they work it from left to right here in the second quarter. Again, Pirates deferred, so they'll have the ball first also to start the second half. Completion to Gaitan, out to midfield. 9-yard gain. Pirates working quickly. They still have all 3 timeouts. Maldonado on the read option, swallowed up. Jones. Haven't been able to call his name much. And that, if you're a Pirate fan, is very good news. The less we talk about DeAnthony Jones, the better it is. And that time, he throws Maldonado for a loss of a couple, and a 3rd and 3 now for the Pirates from their own 48-yard line. Adkins solo to the right, Vaughn along with Lancelotti stacked on the left side. Blitz coming. Good protection. Now Maldonado swallowed up for a sack. Back at the 38-yard line. They'll give him the 40. Obishiri among the first to get there. And this time it's the Vikings who dial up the blitz on a 3rd down, get the pressure, and ultimately get the sack. That'll bring on Steve Sanchez and the punting unit. Zion Bowens waiting at the 20-yard line. Aiming for the far side. This one taken on one hop at the 21. And nothing doing on the return. 40-yard kick. Nothing on the return. And the Vikings, with 2:35 remaining in the first half, will have the football. All 3 timeouts still on the board for Long Beach. It's a great job in kick coverage by the Pirates. Watson in the backfield with West, who has receivers left and right. Good protection. Goes short to Leitz. Leitz at the 25. Hit and brought down at the 28. 8-yard gain. Clock continues to move. Second down and 2. Watson had a good hole for a moment, but it's swallowed up quickly. Owens able to get in there and bring him down after a loss, or I should say after a gain of 3. That is good enough to move the chains, but the clock moves under 2 minutes remaining. Watson again straight ahead. Well, the Vikings going with a curious combination of running the ball up the middle in the hurry-up, but with all 3 timeouts. Brett Peabody well aware that time, not a major issue yet. They're going to let the clock run down. And how much of this, perhaps, is something of a compliment to the Pirate offense? That the Vikings want to make sure that they don't leave any time, potentially, for the Pirates to get the football back. Second down and 9. West under pressure, trying to set up the screen. That one tipped and nearly intercepted. They wanted Watson. Owens with the deflection, and that one hung in the air for what seemed like an eternity if you're a Viking fan. That would have been disaster for Long Beach. 3rd down and 9 from the 33 as we bring you back to live action. West with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Blitz coming. West starting to scramble. Still looking downfield. Throws on the run. Looking on the near sideline of the pass. Juggled incomplete. He was looking for Tariq Culpepper on that near side. And that brings up 4th down. And with 1:15 to go, it's another good series for the Pirate defense here in this first half. And with 75 seconds and 3 timeouts, you got to believe that's enough time for Dino Maldonado and this Pirate offense to make something happen. Again, the Pirates will have it first to start the 3rd quarter, and Lemieux under huge pressure again. Sanchez muffs the punt. It's on the ground. Let's see what the call is. And now a late flag comes in, and they're looking over at the Viking bench. So this could be a big call. Looks preliminarily like the Pirates have it, and they do. And they might be picking up 15 yards here as well. Let's see what the call is. Well, you talk about the keys for victory. I always ask Steve Mushagian, what are the keys to victory? He gives me pretty good football 101, but one of the things he mentions, mental errors. And they have to avoid mental errors in personal fouls and dead ball situations. Those are mental errors, and they can kill you. And this one's going to work against the Vikings. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct after the play was over. And instead of having the football at the 33-yard line, the Pirates will have it now at the 48-yard line. That's only about 25 yards or so away from Arroyo's field goal range. Maldonado, who's gone the route in this first half, with 3 wide receivers to the right, looking left, throws and completes. 1st down and more, broken tackle at the 40, and now down to the 25-yard line. Looked like he found Chris Reeves over on that far side. So Reeves getting back into the fold. Didn't see a lot of action last week, but a big catch there and a broken tackle. And now the Pirates are in field goal range as Vargas is hit behind the line and brought down. This will be a loss of 3 yards. Pirates going to burn a timeout. That is their first. 46 seconds to go in the first half. The Pirates threatening. They lead at 13-10 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. It's just a quick look, and you see Reeves. Reeves in limited action has been a huge playmaker for the Pirates this season. In the receiving game, on special teams, throwing the football for a touchdown as he did earlier this season, finding Vaughn in the Allen Hancock game. And another big play there. 2nd and 13 from the 28-yard line. The field goal right now would be 45 yards. Arroyo's long this season is 47. Gaitan along with Vaughn. Adkins on the right side. Reeves continues solo left. Matched up against Dallas Branch on that far side. Snap to Maldonado. Again looking for Reeves. Pop flies the corner and it's incomplete. Good coverage. 3rd down and 13 for the Pirates. Pirates still with 2 timeouts. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at some scores from around the SCFA. Show you some highlights from the first half as well. Good first half from Long Beach. Maldonado under pressure. Again looking into the end zone. Incomplete, just overthrown. And Maldonado really working on that left side. Went back to Reeves, going after Branch again. And the Vikings up to the challenge. They force the field goal attempt now from 45 yards. This will be 45 yards, 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Good snap placement down, line drive kick from Arroyo, long enough and good. 3 field goals in the first half for Alberto Arroyo. Well, Steve Mushagian said they needed a great performance on special teams and big return earlier. And then there's Arroyo and the 3 field goals. They're getting the special teams performance that they need. And the Pirates have the 16-10 lead, trying to force a tie-break situation here in the Northern Division in 2019. They're not giving up on the dream of going back to the state championship where they were a year ago in a tough loss against Laney as they got to the doorstep. In the words of Bum Phillips, now they want to kick that door in. Went all the way back to 1979 there, Art. 31 seconds remaining. Woodard and Bowens waiting deep. High end over end kick, and it's Woodard from the 10. At the 20. Cuts it back at the 25, and he is hit and brought down short of the 30. At the 28, 18 yards on the return, and with 25 seconds and 3 timeouts. We'll see how the Vikings want to play it. They got a ways to go in just 25 seconds. Will they be content with the 6-point deficit as we near halftime? And it looks like this is going to be a kneel down. And the Vikings indeed. Well, hold everything. No. Okay, they will kneel it down. So West takes a knee. And both teams will head to the locker rooms. Halftime from Long Beach. Ventura on top of Long Beach City College 16-10. It's Ventura College Pirate football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. halftime from Long Beach City College, and Ventura on top of the Vikings 16-10 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. I want to bring you coverage of Bakersfield and College of the Canyons. They are underway in Bakersfield. You know, fans on both sides with some interest in this game. Let's see if we can bring that to you. I want you to look in as early in the first quarter, Bakersfield on the move in the Cougar red zone. And again, this is a live look in Bakersfield and College of the Canyons.
Underway. You're listening to News Talk 1180 KERN. You're watching this on GoGage.com. I'm Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin, our director Diana's here, cameraman Christian, and our spotter Coop, with one eye on this game and another eye on that UCLA game.
I'm scratching my head because we have a 3rd and 10 inside the 14-yard line, and we run a sweep to the short side of the field. Got to be a ton.
Blocked! And the kick is blocked, and it's bounced all the way back to the 40-yard line, and it was picked up by Harrington, but that was a block that went backwards as if it hit a brick wall. So not only was it a block, it wasn't a block that gets deflected and goes like short of the field goal post or down by the pylons. It was blocked, and it went directly backwards up to the 44.
And at Bakersfield, the Renegades with a foray into the Cougar red zone, but the field goal blocked. And midway through the first quarter, Bakersfield and Canyons still scoreless. And, of course, we'll keep an eye on that score, try to give you the occasional live look in on that one. As Bakersfield and College of the Canyons, that game of so much import, with Ventura and Long Beach doing battle here from Veterans Stadium, and the Northern Division Championship in 2019 still up for grabs. We'll come back in a few moments, give you a look at some of the highlights from our game, Ventura and Long Beach, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we welcome you back to Veterans Stadium on the campus of Long Beach City College. Going to take a quick look at some of the highlights from the first half. Here starts early on. First drive and an interception by Calvin Williams for the Pirates. Sets up the Pirates with a short field. They would go on and turn that into 3 points to take the quick 3-0 lead on that same drive. This was the third down catch by Terrell Vaughn. Spinning catch. What a sensational effort from Vaughn, who has been outstanding in this first half, leading the Pirates through the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field.
Maldonado stepping up. This, again, for the Pirates on that opening drive. Vaughn with 2 big third down conversions. And the Pirates would take the 3-0 lead, but the Vikings did respond. A long drive of their own. They faced a 3rd and long of their own early in that drive in the first quarter and converted on a Derek West run. And then it was West who would again do with his legs on the read option, getting to the edge and getting in the 3-yard touchdown run would give the Vikings a 7-3 lead, but the Pirates would respond. Started on special teams with Chris Reeves, who has been little used in the return game, but when he has been used, he has been explosive. Does a great job there setting up the Pirates with a very short field after a personal foul penalty against the Vikings. It's back to Terrell Vaughn and some downfield blocking and a little bit of running after the catch by Terrell Vaughn mixed together down to the 7-yard line. On the next play, Jaden Vargas would take it in from 7 yards out to give the Pirates the 10-7 lead. Maldonado trying to extend on the lead, and the Vikings, one of 2 forced turnovers in the first half. Dallas Branch with his 5th interception on the season, and the Vikings would thwart that drive for the Pirates. Score remained 10-7. Pirates with more trouble handling the football. Maldonado can't handle the snap. The Vikings get it back. But again, the Pirate defense comes up big, holds the Vikings near midfield, and the score remained 10-7. Eventually, the Pirates would extend it to 13-7. There's a big play in the secondary. The pass broken up. A holding call would keep the Viking drive alive, as the Pirates were hurt by penalties in that second quarter, but every time that they gave the Vikings another chance, the defense came up big and holding the lead throughout. Pirates get it back, and Maldonado with the quick pitch. Vargas in open field, a great move at midfield. And what do you expect from a running back who has 291 yards rushing over the last 2 weeks? This time, it's Vargas in the passing game. The Vikings would make a great defensive stand on this same drive, facing a 3rd and goal from the 10. DeAnthony Jones flushes Maldonado right into the waiting arms of Shane Irwin, who drops him back at the 23-yard line. That threatened the Pirate drive, but the Pirates were able to convert a 40-yard field goal by Alberto Arroyo to give them a 13-7 lead. Pirates force a punt, but a roughing the kicker penalty keeps the Viking drive alive. They would also have a personal foul later in that same drive, as the Vikings took advantage, eventually converted on a field goal of their own to make it 13-10. But the Pirates, with time running down in the first half behind some good hard running by Jaden Vargas, do work it down into Viking territory again, where Arroyo would ultimately push the lead back to 6 at 16-10. One look here as the Pirates threatened with an opportunity to maybe extend on that lead, but the pass falls harmlessly incomplete. And again, this a look at that final drive. Reeves with the big catch, broken tackle, gets it into field goal territory. From there, Arroyo would convert again to make it 16-10 at the half. That's your score. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll come back, take a quick look at some scores from around the SCFA, get you ready for the third quarter. It's Ventura College Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. getting ready for the start of the third quarter from Long Beach, and we will have picture for you shortly. 16-10 Ventura with the lead, and it's teed up and ready to go. Atkins and Reeves waiting back inside their 10-yard line. Flores with the approach. This one taken at the 7. Back to Reeves, looking for a block, bounces it outside. Reeves at the 30, 35, 40, 45, out to midfield. Another big return from Chris Reeves in the return game. And the Vikings give up the long return. The Pirates will have it in Viking territory at the 48-yard line. 46 yards on the return. Chris Reeves with 2 big returns tonight. Pirates needed big plays on special teams, and they're getting them. Arroyo, perhaps the hero of the first half, staking the Pirates to the 6-point lead as Maldonado brings the offense on. Vargas in the pistol formation. They overload the left side with 3 receivers. Snap to Maldonado. Vargas through a big hole into the Vikings secondary, down to the 34, 14 yards. More good work by that Pirate front 5. I'm going to try and give you a quick look. Pirates working quickly on offense, and they go back to Vargas, who is hit after a gain of perhaps a yard. Obishiri among the first to get there. A gain of a yard for Vargas. 2nd down and 10. They're going to say he didn't even get a yard, as Chuck Wick will replace Vargas. In the backfield, Juan Gaitan on as well. 2nd down and 10. Receivers left and right for Maldonado. Vikings have it at the 34. They set up the screen to Wick. Wick looking for a block. Flags are down as Wick is hit and brought down for a loss. Back to the 36. Let's see what the call is. It was thrown in the secondary. Earlier today, Cerritos over El Camino, 42-40. It's against Long Beach. So the Pirates catch a break instead of 3rd and long. This is going to be a 1st down. They're in the third quarter. Fullerton and Mount San Antonio College tied at 10. The personal foul against Long Beach will take it down to the 20-yard line, where the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. The Pirates, as you would expect, one of the better teams in the red zone in the entire SCFA. 74% scoring percentage. That's 4th in the SCFA. Cut back from Wick, who is brought down from behind after a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. DeAnthony Jones able to just get Wick by the arm and bring him down after a 5-yard run. Nonetheless, a 2nd and 5 for the Pirates from the Viking 15, trying to extend on the lead. The throw over the middle. Maldonado trying to squeeze it in, and does, to Gaitan at the 5. What a bullet from Maldonado. Good enough for 10 yards. The Pirates want to move quickly. Wick in the backfield. Maldonado moving him around. 3 wide receivers to the right. Wick over his left guard, bounces off a tackle. It's Vargas, on the carry, who was hit and brought down at the 2. As Vargas was initially denied at the line, but stayed on his feet and managed to fall forward for a gain of 3. It's 2nd and goal from the 2. What a massive touchdown this would be to put on the board for Ventura. Push this to a 2-score game. Still a lot of time, but no team has led by more than 6 in this one tonight. The Pirates trying to do that. Vargas straight ahead. He's not going to get there. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2. Attacking the center of that Viking defensive line has been tough sledding. Obashiri again. Wrapping up Vargas. 3rd and goal from the 2. Jumbo package for the Pirates. It's Vargas in the deep eye. They go back to Vargas over his left guard, pushing the pile. He's in. Jaden Vargas. And this was initially pretty well defended. But the Pirates just kept pushing on that left side. See Vargas, a little bit of contact in the backfield, but able to break the tackle and get in. Off tackle on the left side. And the Pirates with Arroyo on to tack on the extra point. And with 11:53 to go in the 3rd, it's Ventura with a 23-10 lead over Long Beach on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Pirates take the opening kick. Thanks to the good return of Chris Reeves. Setting themselves up with good field position. They take advantage of the short field as they go 48 yards for the touchdown. And they take a 23-10 lead early in the 3rd. Well, the defense has been fantastic so far. And the offense has done its job. 23 points on the board. Can the Pirates make it stand up? Is Long Beach just that close to a Northern Division championship after a 4-6 season a season ago? Looking to make the complete turnaround here in 2019. On the ground on 1st down and a gain of 3. Watson with the carry. They're at the half in Mission Viejo. Riverside with the 35-18 lead at Saddleback. Both those teams 9-0 on the season. One will be the Southern Division champion, and one, unless something I truly don't understand happens, the other will be the wild card. So likely it'll be a rematch between those two teams in the playoffs next week. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be at Riverside. But we'll see. Watson on the carry. On 2nd down, out to the 33, a gain of 4, and a 3rd down and 2 coming up. And this is a big 3rd down for Long Beach. Pirates with the 13-point lead. They would love a 3 and out. Get it back in the hands of their offense. See if they can extend on this lead. Vikings need to respond right here. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Watson in the backfield with Derek West. They go back to Watson over his right guard, trying to push the pile. This is going to come down to the spot, and I think he got it. Needed 2 yards, and he got 2.5. Well, that's a nice job by Watson falling forward after contact. That was probably the difference in getting that 1st down. And remember that play, Darius Johnson on the stop, but Watson on 3 carries moves the chains. Pirates continue to crowd the line. Watson running right. The ball is out. The Pirates look like they picked it up. And they have. Anusium with the recovery. This is going to be the touchdown on the previous drive. My apologies. Didn't get that replay for you. And again, we apologize for you, but the ball popped out. Watson on the carry, and Anusium scoops it up. And the Pirates will take over at the 34-yard line with a short field and a chance to really grab a stranglehold on this one. Fake to Vargas, quick screen to Vaughn. Vaughn with blockers in front at the 25. He's at the 20 and hit at the 17 and brought down. That's a gain of 17 yards. And the Pirates right back in the red zone as they go to Terrell Vaughn. Pirates stay in the no huddle. Two wide receivers to the left. They sent Daniel Moraga in motion. Vargas trying to bounce it to his right, and he is hit behind the line. A loss of a yard. Back to the 19-yard line. DeAnthony Jones coming off the edge with the stop. 2nd down and 12. Maldonado with a straight drop, steps up in the pocket, sideline pass complete to Reeves. Reeves inside the 5, he's down to the 2. Gets up jawing a little bit, and you want to stay away from a personal foul penalty here if you're the Pirates. He was working on Malik Welch. Reeves gets it down to the 2 where it's 1st and goal. Vargas straight ahead to the goal line, in for the touchdown. Back to Vargas. As you get one more look here. And that's just a good push up front. Vargas, a couple of short touchdown runs here in this 3rd quarter as Arroyo puts through the extra point. And it's getting late here in Long Beach. If you're a Viking fan, 30-10. The Pirates push the lead out to 20. We're in the 3rd quarter. It's Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. The kick away, angled toward the near side, and no return coming. The Vikings will start from their 25-yard line, 8:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pirates with a 16-10 lead at the break, but a touchdown drive to start this 3rd quarter. Then they forced the turnover, each team with 2 turnovers now in the game. But that one very costly as the Vikings cough it up in their own zone and the Pirates turn it into 6 points and push the lead to 30-10 after the extra point from Arroyo. Watson remains in the game in the backfield. So no Talon Patton. And it's Watson bouncing it to the left, trying to get the edge, and he is tripped up. They'll spot it at the 31. That's a gain of about 6 yards, but Callaway able to trip him up and hold that to 6 yards when it might have been 26 yards if he gets the edge. And in case you think that Watson can't turn into big play, he had a 78-yard touchdown run back in the opener for the Vikings, a victory over Grossmont. West under pressure, lofts it up. Boy, I think there was no question that was a push-off. I'm surprised that we didn't see a flag on Leitz. The pass incomplete anyway, but let's see if we can watch this here. And just keep an eye on Leitz on the near side here. And he's working against Williams as West is under pressure immediately. And watch the extension there, and I don't think there's any question about it. Boy, I'll tell you, if I can see it, you know it's a pretty egregious penalty. 3rd down and 5. No flag coming. And the Vikings badly need a 3rd down to be converted. Straight drop. West with the blitz coming. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 19-yard line, it was Moyer, the first to get there. Pirate defense is keyed up. 4-man rush, no blitz. And the Pirate defensive line imposing their will. Another 3 and out. Vikings going to give it back. They're in major trouble here midway through the 3rd. Lemieux on to kick. Got a flag down before the snap. This is going to go against Long Beach, illegal procedure. The 5-yard penalty will back it up. And the Pirates will come out of this perhaps with even better field position. Midway through the 3rd. Well, you go back to last week in the Canyons-Long Beach game, all kinds of drama in the 4th quarter. And I think if you're a Pirate fan here, boy, you can't have enough points on the board. You're thinking about another touchdown and another one after that. Again, they rush Lemieux, and they were very close to getting the block. Is there a flag down? I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised. Lemieux has had 1 punt blocked this season. 1. So not, some huge number of blocks. You're up 20 points. You're going to get the ball back in very good field position. Why not set up a return? Am I missing something here? Unless they've seen something in the Vikings kick protection that they feel like they can exploit, but that's your 2nd roughing the kicker penalty, and I just don't understand up 20 points why that's even on the table. Why are you not setting up the return? Instead, you give the Vikings the ball right back. 7:22 to go in the 3rd. And I'll tell you, that's a little mystifying to me, but be that as it may. It's a break for the Vikings who get it back, and now they have it 1st and 10. They fake to Watson, read option, and West with some running room, but he is drilled at the 38-yard line. That's another big hit. And the Pirate defense has come to play. And this is West has some running room here, but he is swallowed up in the open field. I think that's a Newsium coming off his coverage. It's a pretty good tackle in the open field. It's an 8-yard gain for the Vikings and a 2nd and 2. Watson straight up the middle, breaks a tackle behind the line, and then gets to the 46, more than enough for the 1st down. An 8-yard run for Jonathan Watson. Cooper with the stop, but not before the Vikings have a 1st down at the 46-yard line. And Pirate defense looking for a stop. Good running room for Watson up the middle, but the hole closes quickly. A gain of 5. Brings up a 2nd down and 5. That was good work up front to give Watson some running room. Navarro with the tackle. But the 5-yard pickup sets up a 2nd down and 5. The Vikings trying to get the running game going, and they've got plenty of time as we wind under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's been Watson the entire way in the 3rd quarter, and you start to think that there's a possibility that Talon Patton is injured. Going deep into the end zone on the pass, incomplete. We do have a flag down over on the near side, a full 60 yards away from the play. And it's a hold against Long Beach. Well, it's 2nd and 5, so if you take the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15. Looked like West was looking for Zion Bowens on the long pass, but Newsium with the coverage. So they'll back him up. Brings up a 2nd down and 15. The football resting on the Long Beach 39-yard line. the 41, where it'll be 2nd and 15. 3 wide receivers to the near side for the Vikings. The Vikings badly need not just a couple of first downs, they need some points. On this drive, it's been all Ventura in the second half, a couple of touchdowns on the board, and they have their largest lead of the night at 30-10. Covered most of the Pirate games this season. This may be about as good as they've looked, and it was a good time for it. It is a must-win. And Steve Mushagian and his staff have this very talented team ready to play. So now they're going to decline the penalty and instead take the result of the play and take their chances with a 3rd and 5. The Vikings will spread out 4 wide receivers. Watson, the lone setback, facing a 3rd and 5 from the Pirate 49-yard line. Well, there was a second flag, which I believe was an ineligible man downfield. And so that's the penalty they'll take. So rather than take the holding call, which would have made it 2nd and 15, they take the ineligible man downfield, which is 5 yards, but a loss of down, and now it's 3rd and 10 from the 46. All right, hold everything, because that didn't sound right to me either. So it's 2nd down and 15. They're going to take the 10-yard penalty. I didn't think that an eligible man downfield was a loss of down. So it is 2nd and 15 after all that. All right, we're back to football. Blitz coming. West, good protection, guns it over the middle. And the catch is made at the 49. That's a gain of 8 yards, and it brings up a 3rd down and 7. So Anusian with the tackle after the 8-yard completion, a 3rd down and 7 for the Vikings from their own 49-yard line. They will overload the far side and now send Bowens back to the left. Pirates showing blitz. Here they come. West flushed from the pocket, throws on the run, incomplete. It was Watson out of the backfield who was the intended target. And the pass incomplete. And the Pirate defense holds again. And on comes Jacob Lemieux, who's had a busy night, punting the football for the Vikings. Under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Pirates will get it back. Short kick for Lemieux. Takes a Pirate bounce. And it will be touchdown at the 27. That is a kick of just 24 yards. And the Pirates come away with pretty good field position, all things considered. And now they can look to extend on a 20-point lead. As Maldonado and the Pirate offense will come on with Vargas in the backfield. Reeves and Vaughn heading to the top of your screen. Snap to Maldonado, Vargas. A little cut to the right, the ball comes out. It's loose, and it looks like the Pirates were able to fall on it as Reeves able to get in there and recover. And that is a huge play. One in a series for Chris Reeves tonight, who's been all over the place. Couple of catches, couple of big returns, And then a huge fumble recovery there as Vargas coughs it up. If there's been one minor issue with Vargas, as good as he's been, he has had something of a penchant for fumbling the football. 3 fumbles on the season. Quick out to Reeves, who is hit and brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5. The Pirates move the chains. Time winding down in the third quarter, under 4 minutes to go. Chuck Wick replaces Vargas in the backfield. First down, Maldonado under pressure, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. Maldonado just looking to throw it away. Is it 3 rushing touchdowns for Vargas tonight? He had the touchdown in the first half, didn't he, as well? So Vargas has been enormous tonight in this running game. 3 more touchdowns for Vargas. He now has 8. That ties him with Wick for the team lead. As Wick gives him blow here. Second down and 10 from the 39. The Pirates trying to get themselves back in the conversation here for a Northern Division championship. Wick bounces it outside. He's got running room. He's out to midfield into Viking territory at the 49-yard line. No, they'll spot it at the 50. An 11-yard run for Chuck Wick. And a first down for Ventura, and they can run a little more clock. It's a nice job of running by Chuck Wick. Nothing doing up the middle, but he bounces it outside and finds a little running room. Wick so ably handled the running duties as Vargas battled injuries in the first month of the season, and then you get Vargas back, and he has worked his way back into playing shape and has been better and better. Culminating with tonight, another huge performance that through the hands of Moraga and incomplete. And a third down and 10 for the Pirates. No, it's just Wick had the run, so it's second down and 10. After the incompletion to Moraga. 3 wide receivers. Quick screen. Vaughn juggles but makes the catch, but he is hit and brought down immediately. Burke working in the slot against Vaughn. That's a great job wrapping him up. No gain on the play. And a third down and 10 for the Pirates from midfield. They'll spread it out, receivers left and right. Maldonado with the snap, blitz coming, Maldonado under pressure, trying to step up, and he's going to be brought down at the 45. The Vikings get the sack, and they force the punt. Irwin will get credit for the sack. That's Irwin's second sack tonight. And for Irwin on the season, he now has 6.5 sacks. Chasing DeAnthony Jones for the team lead, but I don't think he's going to catch him. I think he's going to run out of time. The kick away, short kick, taken by Bowens at the 25, looking for some room on the far sideline, and he finds it. He's up past the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a good play by Zion Bowens. He lets that ball bounce. That may end up inside the 20, perhaps inside the 10-yard line, but he moves up, takes it on a fly, and instead finds positive yardage out to the 36. So the Vikings will get good field position with time running down in this third quarter, 1:37 to go. And Ventura in control, 30-10, looking to move back into a tie. We'll try and keep an eye on that Bakersfield College of the Canyons game for you. Cougars also have a say in the Northern Division Championship here in 2019. Play action and a quick throw over the middle, complete. Gain of about 7 yards to the 44. Bowens with the reception. Callaway quickly wrapped him up. Second down and 3 for the Vikings from their 44. Watson in the backfield, flanking west. As we wind down to 1 minute to go in the third quarter. West with the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw on the near side, incomplete. Looked like Watson coming out of the backfield.
That pass incomplete. Intended for Dominic Wingfield.
No, it was Wingfield. Do apologize. Trying to get the number. 3rd down and 3 after the incompletion to Wingfield. And for the Vikings, another big 3rd down as Saeed Galloway has checked in the game in the backfield. And it's Galloway trying to run left, but he is going to be wrapped up and brought down. No gain on the play. Pirate defense, who's been beaten up against the run over the last couple of weeks, have done a great job against this Viking running game. Villamou with the stop again. 4th down, and the punting unit coming on for the Vikings. And again, try to bring the pressure on Lemieux. No contact, fair catch by Sanchez, made at the 18-yard line. 38 yards on the kick, no return. Time for one more play in this 3rd quarter. 4 seconds remain. Maldonado with Vargas in the backfield. Atkins, Lancelotti, Vaughn to the top of your screen. Vargas cuts it back. He's up to the 25. That's a 7-yard run for Vargas, who was hit behind the line but shed a tackle and turns it into positive yardage on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Through 3, Ventura with the 30-10 lead over Long Beach City College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Do want to update you? It's 17-0 College of the Canyons with the lead in Bakersfield. They're in the 2nd quarter there. 7 o'clock start up in Bakersfield. But the Cougars looking to bounce back after the disappointing loss a week ago. And they're doing so early. Again, if these scores were to hold, all 3 teams would be 4-1 in conference play, and we'd have a 3-way tie for the Northern Division Championship, and that's when Jim Sartoris and his staff go to work. Sorting out the tiebreaker. Vargas with the 2nd down carry, no gain on the play, and a 3rd down and 3 for the Pirates from the 25-yard line. Riverside all over Saddleback in the 3rd quarter. 42-18. Tigers will likely be hosting a playoff game next week. Somebody's O had to go, and right now it looks like it's going to be Saddlebacks as they trail it by 24 at home. And they'll get the Tigers next week if form holds. Gaitan in the backfield. Gaitan running right, nothing doing. And Jones able to get into the backfield and drop Gaitan for a loss on the play. It's a good response by the Viking defense. Facing a 2nd and short, but they keep the Pirates from converting, and they'll get it back. Can they do something against this Pirate defense? It has been a struggle. And their second drive of the game, they went 91 yards for a touchdown. But outside of that drive, short fields, long fields, the Vikings have just had a lot of trouble really getting anything together. Short kick from Sanchez, but it takes a good bounce for the Pirates. And it will come to rest at the Viking 40-yard line. That is a 40-yard punt, not the prettiest one you're ever going to see, but it'll work if you're a Pirate fan. And the Vikings will come away with good field position, but what might have been. They'll spot it at the 46. So I think they're going to say that that ball actually hit a Pirate player before it was touched down. So the Vikings pick up 6 yards of field position. They'll start from their own 46-yard line. Leitz solo to the right, 3 wide receivers to the left. West with Talon Patton, who has returned in the backfield. Straight drop. West stepping up, has running room. He's over midfield into Pirate territory, slides down at the 36-yard line. That is 16 yards on the run for West, and the Vikings immediately on the move. Still a world of time to go, down to 13 minutes. West with a straight drop, 4-man rush, good protection, throws over the middle, finds Leitz. Leitz at the 25, and he is hit and brought down there. Jalen Cooper with the stop, but Leitz picks up 11 yards. So the Vikings, back-to-back first downs. They have it at the Pirate 25-yard line. It's their deepest penetration of the second half. Patton hit at the line, second effort, but he only gets about a yard. Just couldn't get through that wave of Pirate tacklers. Owens eventually gets the stop. 1-yard run, brings up 2nd down and 9. West, again, good protection, but the coverage is also good. Throws on the run on the far sideline and completes. Appears to have enough for a first down. It was Patton coming out of the backfield, and he gets to the 15-yard line. He needed about 9 yards, and he got 9 yards. First down for the Vikings at the Pirate 15-yard line. Patton remains in the game in the backfield. Snap to West, blitz coming. Fade pattern into the end zone, incomplete, no flags. He was looking for Zach Leitz, and Brown had the coverage, very good coverage on Leitz. In fact, Brown was asking for a flag on the play. I think Dom should just be happy with the incompletion. Job well done by Dom Brown. 2nd down and 10, 11:32 remaining in the game. West has it. Read option, West at the 5. He's going to walk in for a Viking touchdown. Well, for the second time tonight, it's Derek West on the run. And this is just a well-executed read option. Pulls in the defender on the edge, and then West with the jaunt in for the touchdown for Derek West. That is his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. And for Long Beach, that breaks a scoring drought. First points in the second half, and they're back within 14 at 30-16 as Flores comes on to tack on the extra point. It is up and good. 11:27 to go. Vikings creep back within 13, 30-17 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Well, as ELAC started to creep back into the game on a couple of occasions in the second half of the victory a week ago for the Pirates, the Pirate offense on a couple of different occasions came up with big plays immediately to push the lead back out. You're a Ventura fan. That's exactly what you're looking for right here. See if the Pirates can respond. As the Vikings gain a measure of momentum with the touchdown, as West takes it in on the touchdown run. And you got more than enough time, if you're Long Beach, to get back here. 2 touchdowns will do it. Only trailing by 13 points, so you have the feeling, as good as the Pirate defense has been, that Pirate offense needs to put some more points on the board before it's all said and done. 11:19 to go in the ball game. Vargas behind Maldonado, quick snap, and they go to Vargas straight up the middle. And again, not much there as Vargas manages to push the pile for a gain of a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8, but it's a conservative call on 1st down. Irwin gets credit for the tackle, and Maldonado wants to quickly get back to the line. You got Reeves and Moraga split to the left, Vaughn in the slot on the right side. Haven't seen a lot of Vaughn in this half. Blitz off the edge, and a great throw to Moraga. And the completion for a 1st down, and this is all about a great hot read by Maldonado. So you can watch this one here. Coming off the edge on the blitz. And he's not picked up. We will get you back in a moment. Watch this. Unblocked. Great read. Finds Moraga. 1st down. So the Pirates have it now at the 48-yard line with a 1st and 10. Vargas bouncing it to the right, looking for a lane. He's tripped up as he gets into Viking territory at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 yards for Jaden Vargas. Vargas with a workman-like performance tonight. His biggest play came on a reception of 60-plus yards, setting up a field goal in the 1st half, but he has 3 rushing touchdowns. I don't think the rushing yardage total is really going to blow you away. I don't have the stats right in front of me right now, but meanwhile, a penalty against Ventura is going to back him up, and 2nd down and 4 will become 2nd down and 9 as the ball moves back to the Ventura 49-yard line. So Vargas, who's gone over 140 yards in each of the last 2 weeks, as one might expect, is finding the going a little bit tougher against this Viking defense, but 3 touchdowns on the board as he leads this Pirate rushing attack. Maldonado under pressure, and he is whipped down at the 45-yard line, a loss of 6. And a 3rd down and forever coming up. And that time, Jones and Irwin team up for the sack. I've got Irwin at 2.5 sacks tonight. He has had himself a game. And that's a big play there as it makes it 3rd down and 13. They'll spot it at the 45. The Pirates need the Long Beach 42 for a 1st down. They're showing blitz. Here they come. Maldonado under pressure, and he just throws this one away. Looked like he was trying to perhaps set up a screen, but it was going absolutely nowhere as Vargas was in the area. But I think the Pirates do well just to get the incompletion on a play that could have been a lot worse. And the Pirates will punt it away. Under 9 minutes to go at 8:53. As you start to watch the clock, if you're a Ventura fan here, hoping to get back into a tie atop the Northern Division. Sanchez on to kick. This is going to go against Ventura, and that'll move it back to the Ventura 40-yard line. Sanchez back in punt formation. Pirates have struggled somewhat in the punting game this season. Another short kick here taken by Bowens, who is hit immediately. at the 28-yard line. That's a loss of a couple on the return, 30-yard kick, and a loss of 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over at their own 28-yard line with 8:45 to go in the ball game. Heading to the third quarter in Bakersfield, 17-0 College of the Canyons. The Cougars trying to make it a 4-1 record in the Northern Division after the loss last week, bouncing back. The pass completed on the far sideline, out past the 40. Ruled incomplete. Okay. They're going to say that Wingfield didn't get his feet down. And a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Vikings. Patton in the backfield. Bunch formation, receivers left and right. West with the snap, 3-man rush, has a lot of time. Still looking, starting to roll. Now the pressure comes. And the sideline pass incomplete. And a 3rd down and 10. Great job by the Pirates in coverage. Nowhere for Derek West to go with that football. 8:28 remaining.
That pass incomplete. Intended for Zach Leeds. Don Brown in coverage.
He was looking for Leitz. And now it's 3rd down and 10. They'll leave Leitz solo to the left. 3 wide receivers to the right. Pirates look like they're going to drop back in coverage. 4-man rush. Quick throw to Patton out of the backfield. Makes the catch. Spins out of a tackle. Patton still struggling for yardage, and now he's out of bounds. But he has enough for the 1st down. The Vikings convert on a 3rd and 10. Out to the 42.
13-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, the Vikings, I figure they've got 2, maybe 3 possessions left in this game, so they need to score. Play action, and the throw short on the far side. Looking for Leitz. Pass incomplete. Leitz working against Dom Brown. That's been a battle here in this 4th quarter. Brown winning that skirmish on a 2nd down and 10. West quickly to the line with Patton in the backfield. Exactly 8 minutes to go. 3-man rush. Patton on the screen. Has a blocker in front. He's got the 1st down, tries to cut it back, but he is tripped up at the 45 of Ventura, but that's good enough to move the chains. Yeast eventually finds Patton and wraps him up for the tackle, but Patton is powering this drive with a couple of receptions. The 3rd down catch for 13 yards and another completion there to move the chains again. West, nothing doing with his first target, now throws on the run. That one might have been partially blocked at the line as Owens was bringing the pressure. I think he got a hand on that football and deflected it. 2nd down and 10. So a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Vikings. Watson checks into the game in the backfield. West with a straight drop. Flushed from the pocket. Throws on the run. Sideline pass incomplete. Not much doing there for Derek West. He wanted Watson on that far sideline, but the coverage was good. And not much doing. And a 3rd and 10 for Long Beach. Vikings facing another 3rd and long. Pirates trying to put a nail in the coffin here. Can force another punt or a turnover on downs. West, again, under pressure, but he finds running room and a first down and more at the 25, at the 20, and he is finally ridden down at the 16-yard line. Well, West's scrambling ability has been a saving grace for the Vikings tonight. And again, the coverage was good, but West able to find a lane and take it all the way down to the Pirates' 16-yard line, and the Vikings are in business trying to get back within one score. 6:53 to go in the game, and a timeout taken. And it's Ventura that wants a timeout. That is their first charge timeout. 6:53 to go in the game. And the Vikings trying to scramble back. They're in the red zone again, trailing by 13. Well, the Pirate defense back on its heels a little bit. They forced a couple of third downs on that drive, but West, with a massive scramble on third down, converts, and he has the Vikings on the doorstep again. Patton cuts it back through a hole. He's inside the 10, tripped up at the 8. That's an 8-yard run for Talon Patton, coming off the 200 yards plus in the victory over College of the Canyons a week ago. They tried to snap it, did they, with the Pirates having too many men on the field. Patton hit behind the line, but flags are down as the Pirates got caught trying to make a substitution. And I think this penalty is going to go against Ventura. Well, you got to keep an eye on Derek West in this situation. He already has 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. So the half the distance penalty will take it down to the 4, where it will be first and goal. As a team coming into tonight, Long Beach City College averaging 5 yards a carry on the ground. That number is not that high tonight. And this Pirate defense has done a great job, but are the Vikings starting to wear them down as we wind down in the fourth quarter? Read option, West under pressure into the end zone, and the pass incomplete. Look like Leitz in the far corner continuing to work on Dom Brown. Yeah, I think stopping the run was so key tonight for the Pirates, but you have the feeling when they can make West throw the football, they've been very successful in that scenario as well. I think the best offense for the Vikings tonight has been Derek West's ability to make plays with his feet. Will he be looking to do so here on a second and goal from the 4? Patton in the pistol. Patton on the right side. He is stood up at the 2, where it will be third and goal and unquestionably 4-down territory for the Vikings as they face a third and goal from the 2 in a 13-point game under 6 minutes to go. The Vikings want to go quickly. West with the snap. Patton plows forward. He's in. 2-yard touchdown run. Talon Patton. For Patton, that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And if you're the Vikings, you just want to go quickly here. Not letting the Pirates really get set. Don't want to let them catch their breath. And that's a great push up front in the middle. And not a whole lot of resistance left from that Pirate defense. They did a great job forcing the third down, but couldn't come up with another stop. And the Vikings get the rushing touchdown. 6 touchdowns tonight between the two teams, all on the ground. High snap, but it's down. And Flores' extra point is good. High drama here from Veterans Stadium. 5:38 to go. Back to a 6-point game. Ventura 30, Long Beach 24, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The kick away and taken about 2 yards deep. And the Pirates will take the touchback, and they'll start from the 25, 5:38 to go in the ball game. Ventura, they led by as many as 20 here in the second half, but the Vikings with a couple of touchdowns on the board, and they have crept back within 6. And Maldonado and the Pirate offense returns. And now the Pirates just need to kill a little bit of time. The ball is loose. On the drive, the Vikings say they've got it. And they do. See if we can slow this down a little bit. And it looks like, was that Jones off the edge getting a hand in on the exchange to Vargas? The ball knocked free, and the Pirates cough it up at the worst possible time. 5:34 to go. Third turnover tonight for the Pirates. And now Long Beach has it at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Patton running right, cuts it back. He's at the 15, at the 10. He's inside the 5, down near the pylon. He didn't get in, but Patton all the way down to the 2. That's a 23-yard run for Talon Patton. And we'll get you back to live coverage here. Just want to let you look at Patton. That's a great job hitting the hole. But let's bring you back to live action from the 2. Right back to Patton, hit in the hole. Second effort, and that just gets him drilled again and knocked back. No gain on the play. Second down and goal coming up. Callaway with the collision with Patton. And it brings up second down and goal. What a turn of events. The Vikings trailing it by 20. But a couple of touchdowns, and now with a chance to perhaps take the lead late in the 4th. Back to Patton, straight up the middle again. Down to the goal line, no signal yet. It looks like he's going to be short by about a foot, bringing up a massive 3rd and goal. Well, last time I said that it was undoubtedly 4-down territory and the Vikings trailing by 6. You got to believe that this is going to be 2 more tries to try and get the touchdown to take the lead. A field goal would get them within 3 with 4 minutes remaining in the game. West from the pistol with Patton behind him. Patton is crushed behind the line. And that brings up 4th and goal. That's a loss of a couple. What a play. It was Jalen Cooper who just lit up Talon Patton. And they're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 2. Read option. West throwing far side. Incomplete! What a stand. Let's take you back. Read option. And it looked like he had his receiver, just overthrew him a little bit. What a major bullet dodged by the Pirates after they cough it up at their own 25. First and goal at the 2. And the Pirate defense with a massive goal line stand. Still 3:20 to go. Plenty of time. Long Beach has all 3 timeouts. The Pirates have 2 timeouts remaining on their side with 3:20 to go. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line. Well, let's see what the call is. The play clock ran out. It is a delay of game against the Pirates. So that'll make it 1st and 11 from the 1-yard line. And they try to give it to Vargas, who has thrown in the end zone. This is going to be a safety. No chance there. Watch this one here. And just selling out for the run stop. So the safety makes it a 4-point game with 3:14 remaining in the game, and the Vikings will get it back on the free kick. So the Pirate defense is going to have to come up big again. What a ball game. Well, the last 2 meetings between these 2 teams were 2-point games. Classics. Both up in Ventura. One last year, one back in 2013. The last time these 2 teams met here in Long Beach was back in 2012. That was a one-sided win for the Pirates. But that was before Brett Peabody's era. But the Vikings are trying to stop the losing streak against Ventura here tonight and punch their ticket to the playoffs. They trail it by 4, 3:14 to go. Pirates trying to hold on. It has been a heroic effort by the Pirates offensively and defensively tonight. But it's their defense that is going to have to come up with a big stop here in the final moments. Down to the 26. Bowens with a head of steam up to the 45 and brought down at the 45. A 19-yard return. The Vikings with good field position, but they need a 6. They trail it by 4, 30-26. With 3:09 to go, they'll spot it at the 46. Watson in the backfield with West. 4 wide receivers for the Vikings. 3:09 remaining. 1st and 10. Snap to West. 4-man rush. Good protection. West still looking. Rolling. Makes a little move. He's into Pirate territory. Dives down at the 42 of Ventura. That's a 12-yard run for Derek West, who is piling up the rushing yardage tonight to go with a couple of rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 42. Quick snap, blitz coming, good protection. West guns it over the middle, incomplete. Leets covered by Brown. And it's 2nd down and 10. Well, I think at this point against the defense for the Pirates that's a little bit worn down here in this 4th quarter, you get West outside the tackles and let him run with the football. That might be what the Pirates have had the most trouble with tonight. Clock stopped at 2:42 remaining. 2nd down and 10. West stepping up, throws short and completes to the 35. That was Woodard with the reception. Woodard missed the game last week against College of the Canyons, and that's where Leitz stepped up so big. But Woodard has been a great slot receiver, kind of a safety valve type receiver, possession receiver for the Vikings all season long. West has the snap, under pressure, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Leitz, and it was Brown who really had the shot at that reception. Meanwhile, that brings up 4th down, 4th and 3 from the 35, and a chance for the Pirates to maybe get off the field. The Vikings do have all 3 timeouts. So even should they fail to come up with a 4th down here, and on the season, Long Beach is 11 of 22 on 4th down, so they've been good. They do have the ability to stop the clock. The Pirates crowding the line on a 4th and 3. West has the snap. Straight drop, throws over the middle, juggled and incomplete. Pirate defense with another stop. I think West was going back to Woodard here again, similar to the goal line. That's a good route by Woodard. The pass a little high. Yeast had the coverage, but Woodard just couldn't quite find the handle. And with 2:02 remaining, the Pirates will come out. Again, the Vikings have all 3 timeouts, so they do have the ability to stop the clock 3 times. Pirates need a 1st down here if they want to try and close this one out. And this one going nowhere as Jones wraps up Wick. And Wick will be lucky to get back to the line. And he didn't. And with 3-yard loss on the play for Chuck Wick, it's a 2nd down, and they'll call it 14. My question here with the Pirates is, do you just run 3 plays here, make them use 3 timeouts, ask your defense to make the stop one more time? That would be with probably a good minute 45 or so remaining in the game, and the Vikings having 2 timeouts, or do you take a chance here, putting the ball in the air and maybe trying to pick up the 1st down and make it all a moot point? But you run a substantial risk if you try to make a play through the air. I don't think you're going to be able to pick it up on the ground, but we'll see. With Wick in the backfield, 2nd down and 14. Let's see what Steve Mushagian and the Pirate coaches have in mind. Wick again, hit immediately. No gain on the play. Tua'u, up from his linebacker spot for the tackle. One of the leading tacklers for the Vikings all season long. Haven't called his name a lot tonight. A loss of a yard on the play again for Wick, and it's a 3rd down. And call it 14 from the 31-yard line of Ventura. The Vikings now down to 1 timeout. And I think at this point, Pirates likely to be content just to make them use that final timeout. Well, it's been their defense that's been huge all night. That's been the matchup. Pirate defense trying to thwart this Viking offense. They've done it a couple of times on 4th down here in the latter stages of this 4th quarter to preserve this 4-point lead. Might they have to do it one more time? Maldonado going to throw, quick slant, and it's incomplete. Well, they take a chance looking for Atkins on the quick slant. That takes just 3 seconds off the clock, and the Vikings keep a timeout. So that is as good as that sequence can go if you're the Vikings. 12 seconds come off the clock. You still have a timeout remaining. So with 1 timeout and a minute 48, the Vikings, the clock is not truly your enemy at this point just yet. It's still more so the Pirate defense. And Sanchez going to let a couple of seconds go. And that's a heady play by Sanchez. No rush from the Vikings, so he lets a few seconds come off before he punts that ball away as the Vikings were trying to set up a return. It ends up heading out of bounds at the 33-yard line. But 11 seconds come off the clock on the kick. So 1:37 to go. 30-26. Pirates with the 4-point lead, trying to muddle things up in the Northern Division. Get it back to a tie. Cougars appear to be well on their way to joining that tie if the Pirates can hold on here, a big if. From the 33, 1st and 10, West with the snap. 4-man rush, West with time, now flushed, still on his feet. Under pressure, and he just has to heave this one out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Viking receivers just can't seem to get any separation against this Pirate secondary. Most of this second half, the Pirates have been content to rush 4, drop 7 into coverage, and Derek West is having a hard time finding open receivers. 2nd down and 10. Minute 27 remaining in the game. Patton in the backfield. Straight drop for West. Again, now pressured by Owens. Throws on the run, incomplete. Looking for Patton coming out of the backfield. And that was Michael Victor on the coverage. 3rd down and 10. Vikings down to 2 bullets. 67 yards to pay dirt for the Vikings, and they face a 3rd and 10 here. Snap to West. Owens again bringing the pressure. West on the move, throws incomplete.
That pass incomplete. Intended for Zachariah Dolphin.
Zachariah Dolphin was the intended receiver. And with a 4th and 10, timeout taken. It's the Pirates who want to talk it over. Timeout, Ventura, 1:14 to go. Ventura leading it 30-26. You're watching Ventura College Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Vikings 0 of 2 on 4th down here in this 4th quarter. They face a 4th and 10 here. West has the snap. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. West still on the run. Still in trouble. Wrapped up. Now just has to flick it forward. Finds his offensive lineman, but it's not going to go anywhere. Flags are down. For the moment, the Pirates have the stop. This is going to be some kind of ineligible receiver. But I'll take. So the flag against Long Beach, that should do it. The Vikings do have one more timeout that they can burn, but Pirates should be able to kneel this one out. I'll tell you, MVP of this fourth quarter on defense, I'm going to give you Corey Owens, working from that left defensive end spot. And without a lot of blitzing, it was Owens consistently pressuring Derek West from the blind side for West, the left-handed quarterback. And, man, Owens has been sensational getting after the quarterback really all season. And now the Pirates sideline, sensing that it's almost over, a couple of more snaps. In fact, the Vikings aren't even going to use their final timeout. So the Pirates can snap this one more time. And barring a miracle at the Meadowlands, Pirates are going to come out of here with a 4-point win, 30-26. Ventura College comes to Long Beach and gets the win over the Vikings, who up to this point had been undefeated in conference play. The Vikings gave it one heck of an effort down the stretch in this fourth quarter. After the Pirates took a 30-10 lead into the fourth, the Vikings outscored them 16-0 to get back within 4, but the Pirate defense just would not be denied tonight. And they emerge with the 30-26 win. So now, that evens it up at 4-1 in conference play. See if we can bring up the standings one more time. That was heading into tonight. So in conference play, Long Beach now falls to 4-1. Ventura falls, or I should say moves to 4-1, so that's a tie. Let's see if we can bring you in now. Let's have a quick look in. And we'll bring you into Canyons and Bakersfield, and that game now in the third quarter. And you see the score, 17-7, College of the Canyons. That one a little bit behind us. They started at 7 o'clock tonight. So we'll give you a live look in from Bakersfield. It was 17-0, and the Renegades have managed to creep back within 10. The Cougars, though, with a win, will move to 4-1. Of course, you can follow that game. You can follow that online. If you head to the SCFA site, there is a link to the video stream of the Bakersfield Canyons game, and of course you can follow that in its entirety at the SCFA website, scfafootball.com. We encourage you to do so, Pirate and Viking fans, see how this all shakes out, but if the Cougars can hold on, they will move to 4-1. It'll be a three-way tie, and then it comes down to a tie-breaking process. Each team was 1-1 against the other two, so you throw that out, and it's going to come down to a strength of schedule, a point differential, record against 500 teams. It's going to go into mathematical formula time, and can't really speak to how that's all going to shake out in a three-way scenario. We'll know tomorrow with the result if Canyons holds on. If not, then it's Ventura and Long Beach, and they end up in a 4-1 tie, and Ventura holds the head-to-head with the victory here tonight. So if the Gades can pull the win, well, Pirate fans, that's some big news for you. Ventura then should be the Northern Division champion here in 2019, and we'll be heading back to the playoffs. That'll wrap it up for our coverage here. Once again, the final score, 30-26, Ventura with a thrilling win tonight over Long Beach City College to wrap up their 2019 regular season. Both these teams, of course, heading to the postseason. It's just a question of will they be going into the playoffs, or will it be a bowl game? Both teams almost undoubtedly at this point looking to host playoff events, be it playoff or bowl games. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, once again, Ventura with the 30-26 win. You have been watching Ventura College football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. I'm Jeff Stoynoff. So long, everybody.